Okay, you servant leadership sympathizers, it is time for a savage serving of truth. Your servant leadership sounds noble until you realize it's created a generation of leaders who are professional obstacle removers for underperformers. Steve Jobs didn't serve his team's validation needs, he pushed them beyond what they thought was possible. Research shows that servant led organizations score about 40% lower on innovation and 35% lower on financial performance. That's not leadership, that's expensive enablement. Hello, I'm Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of Stagnation Assassins, and the Executive Director of the Stagnation Intelligence Agency. As always, this will be a fast-paced, bold, in-your-face episode where we will help teach all the aspiring stagnation assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with coddling cultures that create comfortable mediocrity, in this podcast, you will discover transformational demand leadership that serves potential, not comfort. You'll discover how Netflix maintains excellence through expectation elevation and why productive challenges beat pointless pampering. Picture this pathetic pageant of people-pleasing. Leaders running around, removing every obstacle, smoothing every path, making everything easier for employees who should be developing strength through struggle. They're not developing people. They're creating corporate infants. The servant leadership scripture has been twisted into weakness worship. Robert Greenleaf's original concept meant serving the organization's mission, not serving every employee's comfort. But comfort-seeking companies corrupted this into make everyone happy at all costs. I heard about this technology company where the CEO prided himself on servant leadership. He removed every challenge, fixed every problem before employees faced it, never pushed anyone beyond their comfort zone. The result? When competitors attacked, his coddled workforce collapsed. They never learned to overcome obstacles because servant leader had removed them all. Here's the horrible human truth. Growth requires discomfort. But servant leaders are so busy serving comfort that they starve growth. It's like a personal trainer who carries the weights for you. You'll never get stronger, but you'll feel great about your weakness. Research reveals that the wreckage companies emphasizing servant leadership show about 40% less innovation, 35% lower financial performance, and significantly slower decision making. Why? Because servant leaders are too busy asking, how can I help, instead of demanding, how will you excel? Jobs at Apple exemplified the opposite. Transformational demand. He didn't remove obstacles, he set seemingly impossible standards and then demanded that teams achieve them. Cruel? Maybe. Effective? The $1 trillion valuation suggests yes. He served their potential, not their preferences. But here's the really repulsive result. Servant leadership creates dependent employees. When leaders constantly serve, employees never learn to self-serve. One company discovered that servant leadership culture had created workers who couldn't make decisions without checking their servant first. That's not empowerment. That's expensive daycare. Another executive took servant leadership so literally that he spent 80% of his time in one-on-ones, serving individual needs. His strategic thinking, 0. His innovation, none. His team's performance, bottom quartile. He was so busy being a servant, he forgot to be a leader. The validation vortex is particularly poisonous. Servant leaders become professional validators, affirming every idea just to avoid discomfort. I've watched servant-led meetings where obviously bad ideas get praised because challenging them wouldn't be serving. That's not kindness. That's cowardice. It is time for transformational demand leadership that creates champions, not children. Serve their potential, not their preferences. Challenge their capabilities, not coddle their comfort. Netflix demonstrates this perfectly. They don't serve mediocrity, they maintain excellent standards that make B players self-select out. Their adequate performance gets generous severance. This serves the organization's need for A players, not individuals' need for job security. The result? Industry-leading innovation and performance. Expectation elevation beats obstacle elimination. Instead of removing challenges, elevate expectations. One manufacturing leader stopped solving problems for his team and started demanding that they solve bigger problems for themselves. Initial resistance, massive. Results after 6 months, 40% productivity improvement and the highest engagement scores in the company. Strategic neglect serves growth. Stop rushing to remove every obstacle. Let people struggle productively. A sales leader stopped intervening in difficult customer situations. His team had to figure it out. Short-term pain? Yes. Long-term gain? They developed the skills that made them industry leaders. Productive tension protocols create innovation. Instead of harmony, orchestrate healthy conflict. Amazon's disagree and commit serves this mission, not individual comfort. One company implemented Challenge Thursdays, where every idea must be questioned. Innovation velocity doubled. But here's the counterintuitive catalyst. Demanding leaders create more loyalty than servants. Why? Because people are loyal to those who make them better, not those who make their life easier. A survey of high performers showed that they preferred bosses who pushed them over those who pampered them by 3 to 1. Performance standards serve everyone. Clear, high standards serve employees by showing what excellence looks like. Weak standards serve nobody. One company replaced their everyone gets a trophy culture with clear performance tiers. Bottom performers improved or left. Top performers finally felt valued. Everybody won. The growth mandate makes missions matter. Instead of asking, how can I serve you? Ask, how can I help you grow? One executive's rule, every interaction must challenge someone to be better. His team initially resented it. 2 years later, industry leaders crediting his demanding style. Transformational demand means believing in people's potential more than they do. Push them towards capabilities that they can't even see. A friend company motto, we serve your future self, not your current comfort. Turnover initially increased, of course, as comfort seekers left. Performance through the roof. Remember, visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates at both, follow me on my socials, buy our books, do all the things. But most importantly, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. And now for your homework. Your Leadership Transformation Challenge. This week, stop removing obstacles. Start raising expectations. It's that simple. Identify 3 areas where you have been enabling mediocrity through misguided service. Replace serving with comfort with serving potential. Ask yourself, are you developing dependent children or independent champions? The discomfort you create today becomes the capability that they celebrate tomorrow. What false service are you providing that's actually stunting your team's growth? Go forth, come back, tell us how it happened. We will talk to you next week. Thanks again for tuning in.